follow me, you know that I love police cars. And my absolute favorite of all time is the Chevy Caprice PPV. So this is actually a GM built in Australia under the Holden brand that was brought over as a police car here in the States. What makes this the best police car? It comes with a Chevy LS V8, 6-liter, and a 6L80 transmission from the factory. So me and my buddy Jordan decided to build the ultimate Caprice PPV, but we wanted it to be something that Chevy could have built themselves. So what we did was source as many parts as possible from the actual GM parts bin, starting with the engine. Obviously, these didn't come with an LSA blower from the factory, but here we've installed the ZL1 blower. We've got the LSA heads, LS9 head gaskets, and while we wanted to source as many parts as we could from GM, I couldn't help myself. We ended up doing a Speed Inc sleeper cam, we did a pulley, and exhaust headers. So with the engine covered, we moved on to the transmission. To help get this heavy car off the line, we went with a ZL1 torque converter. Now with all of this power, we needed to be able to stop, but I wanted to leave the factory wheels in place. So what we did was we fitted Camaro SS Brembo brakes underneath the factory 18-inch wheels. To help give it some better handling and a better stance, we went with the Chevy SS springs, which lower it down about 3/4 of an inch. One of my favorite things about owning a police car is it helps get people out of your way on the highway. So we wanted to give it a little bit of a policey look. So we've got the scanner antenna, CB antenna, and since they already had a hole drilled in the trunk, we went with this fake UHF stubby antenna. So I wanted this car to really fool people as it went by, so I didn't want it to be too loud. So you'll actually notice that this car has the factory catback exhaust. The main objective of this car was I wanted to be able to test out police countermeasures, and with a push bumper up front, it makes it a lot easier to mount different radar antennas and different laser heads. So we ended up using this car to test different radar and laser systems. And it also gave it a great look, kind of get out of my way kind of feeling. On the interior, we took the police center console and we mounted a Uniden Bearcat 885 CB radio and police scanner, and also the Redenzo RCM radar detector. To wrap up the factory upgrades, we ended up doing a Chevy SS steering wheel with working paddle shifters, cruise control, and radio controls. Now these cars are factory flex fuel, so we did end up having to upgrade the injectors and the fuel pump to accommodate all the power. Now the car made 635 wheel horsepower and 631 pound-feet of torque on E85. And while this car is super fast, it's actually also very well balanced between the brake upgrades, suspension upgrade. This car really feels like something that GM could have built themselves. So I think we accomplished our mission.